The wind howled across the North Dakota plains, kicking up dust that clung to everything: boots, jeans, and the rusted fenders of an old Chevy pickup parked beside a weathered barn. A boy, barely 16, knelt beside it, his hands blackened with grease, a socket wrench gripped tight. His name was Derek, and that truck wasn't just a vehicle. It was a puzzle, a challenge, a story waiting to be told. For nearly a decade, Vice Grip Garage has captivated car lovers and casual viewers alike by bringing dead cars back to life. The channel has impacted the lives of many and has given car lovers a space to bond. But behind the roaring engines and deep wisdom lies a deeper story. Created by Derek Bieri, this channel isn't just about reviving cars. It's about heart and a passion that's been tested by many life struggles. Buckle up, because we're diving under the hood of Derek's journey, the rise of Vice Grip Garage, his car job, and the challenges he had, which led to a heartbreaking tragedy. About Derek's childhood, the creative force behind Vice Grip Garage, Derek Bieri has made quite a name for himself as a social media influencer, digital content creator, director, writer, and most of all, a car lover. His YouTube channel has been nothing short of entertaining and engaging, with some videos racking up over 1 million views each. Altogether, his total view count has reached a staggering 300 million views. His childhood was just as exceptional as he was born in the vibrant 1980s, which was a time known for its big hair, flashy pastel suits, and iconic toys and carefree lifestyle. A time when conservative politics and Reaganomics were in full swing, the Berlin Wall was coming down, and new tech was on the rise. A time when blockbuster movies and the launch of MTV was shaking up pop culture as we knew it. Derek belonged to that nostalgic time. He was born on May 16, 1984 in Minot, North Dakota, and raised on a farm in the rural northwest region of the state. His parents played a significant role in nurturing his love for vehicles and hands-on projects. It was because of them he developed a passion for incredible cars and trucks. From a tender age, he was always intrigued by how things worked, often arranging and rearranging gadgets and toys just to see how they worked together. Derek attended high school in his hometown of Minot, where he laid the foundation for his education. After his high school, it is unclear whether he went to college or not. It was at that point he began to explore his deep passion for cars. It was then that his expertise in car restoration and mechanics began to develop via him getting hands-on experience. His incredible knowledge of vehicles and ability to fix and restore them were honed from this through the years spent working in the garage, which for him was better than going through formal schooling. Professional career. However, he didn't launch into his car career immediately. He started his journey by being enthusiastic about the military and serving there. There he developed the discipline and skills that would later benefit his work with vehicles. After his service, he officially launched his YouTube channel on the 9th of December, 2007. Initially, he started making videos that showcased his unending efforts in restoring old cars, often discovering them in fields or barns after the owners had neglected them for years. His practical and relatable style, coupled with a great sense of humor, made his videos fun to watch and easy to understand. It took him some years, but his expertise in fixing vehicles and knowing what to do to fix them quickly drew in a large audience, and the channel began getting the engagement it deserved. Then his channel began focusing on classic cars and trucks, with special eyes on American-made models from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. This was very easy for him because he had the passion to breathe new life into cars that many considered useless. He enjoyed resolving challenges that demanded perseverance and creativity. As years passed, his channel gained even more popularity among gearheads and gathered millions of viewers and subscribers. His fans love his creativity and authenticity in reviving cars. They also appreciate that he doesn't depend on fancy tools or professional workshops to tackle his projects. Instead, he works with little equipment to show them how they can achieve similar results with small tools. Some of his projects that stand out until now include the restoration of a 1968 Buick LeSabre in 2021, which got a huge amount of attention. Then restoration of a Chevy Monza race that he acquired in 2019. Beyond his YouTube success, he has expanded his career by participating in a lot of car-related events and creating a vibrant community around his brand. His rising YouTube channel and his creativity have earned him the opportunity to team up with his fellow car content creators and connect with fans at meet and greet events. Today, he's still expanding his channel by regularly taking on new projects and inspiring car enthusiasts of all skill levels all over the world. His career, driven by passion, hard work, and a deep love for classic vehicles, has made him a very important figure in the car restoration and content creation community. However, aside his childhood and career, Derek is so much more. His life outside of the cameras is quite interesting. Apart from fixing and breathing life into cars, he does things with his family and friends that are very different from what we see on his channel. His personality and personal life. Outside of Vice Grip Garage, Derek is well known as a humble guy with an undying passion for cars and hands-on work. He proudly calls himself a garage guy who isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. He often dives deep into discussions about cars and their history. He is also very eager to do things the right way, being a perfectionist at heart. Predictably, his life revolves around working with or studying cars. Most of his time is spent in his garage, burying his head in projects relating to cars or creating new content for his YouTube channel. He also loves attending car shows and is always on the lookout for new project cars. With a strong do-it-yourself ethic, Derek believes in tackling challenges on his own and eagerly shares his knowledge and skills with others. Plus, he's a savvy frugalist, constantly finding ways to save money on his automotive projects. But apart from his love for cars, he places a high value on his family. He is happily married to his beautiful and supportive wife, Jessica, and together they have 2 children. Sometimes, he features his family in his YouTube videos, always pointing out that they are his biggest supporters. On top of that, his wife and children are actively involved in the Vice Grip Garage business, with Jessica serving as the CEO. She manages the operations of the business and frequently contributes to the YouTube channel by appearing once in a while in the videos and bringing up suggestions behind the scenes. Their children are also interested in the Vice Grip Garage projects and sometimes help their father with some activities, trying to help in any way they can. His family's help and support is something he is extremely grateful for and a big part of why Vice Grip Garage still exists. He also considers them one of his greatest assets, whose unwavering encouragement has been a huge source of inspiration and strength for him, both personally and professionally. In addition to all his achievements, he has an estimated net worth of $1.5 million, which includes money from his successful YouTube channel, merchandise sales, and sponsorship. Since his channel has over 280,000 subscribers and more than 100 million views, he has been generating additional income through YouTube ads and partnerships with companies like Advance Auto Parts and Royal Purple. He also operates an online store, which offers a variety of tools, apparel, and car parts. Beyond the walls of YouTube, he has also invested in a real estate company and normally participates in speaking engagements at car shows and events, further establishing his presence in the automotive community. His net worth is projected to grow even more as he remains a highly respected figure in the automotive industry, continuously exploring new business opportunities in the world of cars. But Derek's personal life and multiple streams aren't the only interesting things in his personal life. His massive influence in the world of the car community is much more intriguing to his viewers and fans. The story of the beginning of his car community from 0 to about 2 million subscribers will blow your mind. His influence on the car community. Derek's influence on the car community goes far beyond making videos and posting them on his YouTube channel. His commitment to preserving automotive history and promoting classic car restoration has inspired many individuals to embark on their own restoration projects. His efforts inspired many to develop an interest in vintage vehicles, encouraging a new generation of car enthusiasts to explore the world of classic cars. Through his participation in a lot of community initiatives and events, he reinforced his role as an advocate for the automotive community. He has also been dedicated to sharing knowledge, and this passion has earned him as a public figure and a source of inspiration for car enthusiasts worldwide. He has an incredible impact on YouTube and has made a lot of money from it. His channel has also become a go-to resource for car enthusiasts looking for expert advice and inspiration for their restoration projects. Derek's engaging style and valuable insights into automotive restoration have garnered him a loyal following and a significant presence in the online automotive community. His commitment to transparency and authenticity has also played an imperative role in his success. By sharing both the successes and challenges of his restoration projects, he has resonated with viewers, supporting and fostering trust and connection with his audience. This genuine approach has made him a beloved figure among car enthusiasts. He is also commended for his strong connection with his fans, engaging with them through various platforms and creating a sense of community among his followers. In addition to that, he maintains regular communication with viewers through the comments section of his YouTube videos, responding to questions and giving additional insights into his restoration projects. His work has impressively caught the attention of various media outlets, showing his important contributions to the car world and his expertise in car restoration. His lovely personality and different approach has made him a popular figure in the media, landing him spots on television shows, podcasts, and online publications. Through these appearances, he has been able to spread his passion for cars to an audience, inspiring many people to dive into the preservation and restoration of cars. His commitment to his craft and eagerness to share what he knows have solidified his reputation as a respected figure in the automotive community, serving as an inspiration for aspiring car enthusiasts everywhere. About his YouTube channel, diehard fans are probably familiar with the phrase, "What you're about to see isn't necessarily educational," which is a cheeky disclaimer he gives at the start of each of his YouTube videos. This is usually followed by a series of car revivals, racing shenanigans, and playful antics that are undeniably entertaining. But there's much more. If you tune in with even half an eye, you will likely pick up a nugget or two of automotive wisdom along the way. A few years back, Derek was just your average car enthusiast, a former hands-on auto technician who had traded in his grease-stained coveralls for a corporate suit. He was an avid fan of shows like Roadkill on YouTube, watching with wide-eyed fascination. It made him think deeply, and in his words, he thought he could do the same, so he learned how to film. One night, he improvised by taping a broken iPhone to a garage door and set to work on a Camaro, dropping in a small block and a 4-speed transmission. And just like that, the magic began. His blend of humor, catchy phrases, and genuine knowledge of car mechanics, mixed with family-friendly fun, has turned Vice Grip Garage into an interesting internet sensation. He is not just reviving cars, he's reviving a community that is eager to learn and laugh along with him. With each video, he intelligently invites new people into his world, where every project is an adventure and every mistake is a chance to learn something new. For a guy like him, who thrives on racing and playing with cars no matter where he is, drag racing was more like a match made in heaven for him. His first taste of this thrilling motorsport came during the 2021 Midwest Drags, where he took on the role of spectator. Driving Tom Bailey's quirky ice cream truck along the route for the week, he got a glimpse of the excitement that lay ahead. That casual drive was just the warm-up for what was to come at the Rocky Mountain Race Week. There, he teamed up with fabricator and mechanic John Matson to pilot the impressive Motion Raceworks Coyote-powered Mustang, affectionately known as El Toro. Together, they tore up the track, clocking in 8-second passes all week long and completing the grueling event. By the end of it, Derek was left craving more. He admitted that he wasn't easily excited, but the experience blew him away. He also said that the fact that Motion Raceworks just handed him the keys to El Toro showed him how incredible the drag and drive community really is. That moment sparked a fire in him that would undoubtedly lead to many more adventures on the track. Another thing he loves is the beautiful car events and connecting with his fans. One year at Sick Week, it was almost impossible to take a picture of his rugged, stars and stripes painted 1972 Chevelle, which he named Independence. Eager admirers couldn't stop taking a look at the car, always wanting to get a closer look. Independence has been a star on his YouTube channel since he rescued and revived it a couple of years ago. His fans saw the revival of Independence and grew more in love with it each time they saw it. Derek revealed that Independence was actually a fan favorite that kick-started the growth of his channel properly. He added that Independence was torn, tattered, and scarred, but like the country, it never gave up, which he believed really resonated with people. He also explained that they wanted to keep the renovation budget friendly while still having a blast. The goal was to take it to as many events as possible to show everyone that they didn't need a huge budget or a fancy race program to join in on the fun. The story behind the car's paint job was even more interesting. The previous owner, Rhonda, had told him that she and her dad, who, sadly, was no longer with them, created the design as a memorial to 9/11 right after it happened. So when he heard that story, he knew he couldn't change the paint design, so he made a commitment to keep the body and paint exactly the same forever. His deep connection to independence explains not just his passion for cars, but also the in-depth narratives they carry for him, making each event a celebration of both a personal spirit and an automotive history. For Sick Week, Kevin Smith from KSR Performance and Fabrication lent a hand in getting Independence ready for action. He even dropped in a working big block that he had lying around, since it seemed that Derek had already given the Chevelle a bit too much to handle and she needed a temporary transplant. Joining Derek on this adventure was his wife, Jessica, who was diving into her first drag race experience, which he enjoyed. Vice Grip Garage has truly been a family affair. Jessica isn't just a supportive partner, she has also become no stranger to turning wrenches, both on and off camera. She contributes content to the channel, and their 3 boys often join in on the fun. Their youngest son, Bentley, even has his own YouTube channel called Little Grip Garage, where he documents his adventures in reviving go-karts and dirt bikes, always with a little help from Dad when needed. It's a perfect blend of family, fun, and automotive passion. Derek stated that it had been his whole mission to get the younger generation involved in his love for cars. He remarked that when he was 6 feet under, if there was no one around to pass the torch to, the whole Vice Grip Garage would disappear. He added that it didn't just have to be just the younger crowd, friends, family, or anyone else mattered in keeping his channel alive. To further his goal of promoting hot rod culture, Derek and Jessica generously loaned their NASCAR Tribute 1974 Monte Carlo to friends Chad and Haley Ashim so they could compete at Sick Week. The 2 couples have been friends since high school, and their bond runs deep. Back in the day, a young Derek would cruise around town with Chad, hunting for junkers to revive and get running, whether to keep for themselves or sell. They were essentially doing car restorations and will it run challenges long before those concepts even had names. This sense of camaraderie and shared passion for cars not only fuels their friendship, but also perpetuates the love for hot rodding, ensuring that the spirit of automotive adventure continues for generations to come. We have explored all there is to talk about Derek's life, but one thing that we have not looked fully into is the challenges he faced while being an automotive repairer. There are challenges that even his fans do not know about, so we will unravel each one and talk about how he overcame them. The truth about Vice Grip Garage. With the increase in production of car-related reality TV shows, some of which have dominated YouTube and other streaming platforms, a few anticipated that this genre could also attract devoted fans on a platform like YouTube. Back in 2018, Derek started pondering whether he could create a YouTube channel to showcase his daily garage antics, much like the car restoration and customization shows he loved. Using a cracked and outdated iPhone taped to his garage door, he documented his routine. One of his primary motivations for launching the series was to record and share his core passion as he entertained and educated an audience. The unique content creation on Vice Grip Garage makes it distinct from other car restoration TV shows, and he was very careful to maintain the authenticity of his skills and the overall integrity of the show. A good example of this commitment was evident in his first episode titled 1969 Camaro Z28 First Start in Years. Will it run? This episode not only showcased his abilities, but also captured the genuine excitement of automotive revival, resonating deeply with viewers and establishing a strong foundation for the channel's success. Initially, he felt a bit uneasy and spoke whatever came to mind at that point. However, he quickly became aware of the strengths and weaknesses of his projects from his observations and other trusted arguments. Unlike other car-related shows that sometimes focus on a reveal of the finished product, his main goal was to revive abandoned vehicles using whatever he could scavenge from his garage, including parts from old swap meets. In one episode, he even included a humorous disclaimer: "I'm an idiot. Follow my lead at your own peril. Unless you're in utter despair, you shouldn't listen to my advice." His channel primarily served as a documentation of the challenges he faced and the results of his repair efforts. Despite having access to modern tools, Derek relied heavily on his exceptional intuition, much like traditional mechanics. While he was candid about the difficulties he encountered, most of his ventures ended in success. Derek's hilarious commentary on each endeavor, whether it was a courageous attempt or a foolish one, was another main factor in the speedy growth of his YouTube channel. He took the restoration and repair process seriously, but he never lost sight of his primary aim, which was to engage, educate, and entertain his audience, making them feel like a great part of his journey. The idea of breathing life back into old, decaying vehicles that people had forgotten in scrapyards captured the imagination of every gearhead, no matter where they were in the world. A few of Derek Bieri's most memorable moments from Vice Grip Garage have contributed to his impressive following of over 1.5 million subscribers and nearly 400 million views on YouTube. One unique episode featured a 1968 Buick LeSabre 400 hardtop that he saw in a South Dakota scrapyard in January 2020. This Buick, unlike other cars, had a special connection to him, as his parents' friends had purchased it from a dealership in the late 60s, and it had sat in a garage for 26 years after their passing. Passionate about breathing life into the nostrils of the car, he went on a mission to get it running again and drive the 600 miles back home. The car was equipped with a 350 CI high-compression small block engine and TH400 3-speed automatic transmission, and it even featured an 8-track player, quite remarkable for its time. To his surprise, no one had stolen anything from under the hood. At the first glance, despite its long period of neglect, most of the car seemed to be in decent shape. After washing it and changing the tires, Derek and one of his sons replaced several parts and added water, oil, and gasoline. After a considerable amount of effort, he finally got the Buick running, though it wasn't without its challenges. The ultimate test came when he managed to drive it back to his house. By the time he opened the garage door, he was utterly worn out, and the dropping temperature didn't help matters. Reflecting on the experience, he claimed that all the hard work he put into reviving the Buick was absolutely worthwhile. Continued in next message. Let me know if you'd like the rest now.